Hello and welcome to the guided practice for PS number 4. Alright, this is a lot similar to PS 2 and 3. However, there's a big difference here and you have to be able to identify it when it comes up on the test. And that is, you are used to so far only working with these types of problems where the denominator doesn't change. And what I mean by that, if you've got a cube and it has 6 sides, it's always going to have 6 sides. Well, now we're going to have some situations where it's still the same kind of math going on, but the denominator for the same item or the same set can change. So let's take a look at what I mean by that in some examples. A bag contains 15 marbles total. All right. So let's go ahead and put that down, because we know we're going to be picking at it. So 15 total possibilities, right? 8 are red. Let's see, 8 are red, 3 are white, and 4 are blue. And now a blue marble is randomly picked out and then put back into the bag. If another marble is randomly picked out of the bag, what is the probability it will be blue? So a lot of you are going to have a temptation here to okay, blue marble picked out and put back. So that's 4 out of 15. All right, and then another marble randomly picked out of the bag. What is the probability that it will be blue? So it's still 4 to 15. And then you're going to multiply it. Okay, don't do that. That would be wrong. Because the first time you reach in and pick out a blue marble and put it back does not affect the second time at all. So the second time there is still a 4 out of 15 probability that you are going to be pulling a blue out. Doesn't matter that you picked one the first time, because you're not asking you what's the probability of getting a blue and a blue, just the blue in that second try. So 4 out of 15, you're going to turn that into a decimal and then into percent, and you should have 26%. Actually, it's like 26.6, but you get the idea. All right, next problem. A bag contains 20 beans, so let's go ahead and record that. All right, so 20 at the bottom, because there's 20 total. 7 are red, 11 are white, and 2 are blue. A white bean is randomly picked out and then sets it aside. Okay, that means that bean is not going back into it. So the first time you reached in, a white bean out of 20 beans is going to be 11 out of 20. But a white bean is randomly picked out and set aside. That means right now our bag is not out of 20. It is out of 19, because there's only 19 beans. That 20th one did not get put back. So if another bean is randomly picked out, what is the probability it will be red? All right, so right now we only have 10 white, 7 red, 2 blue, but they don't care about white. Luckily, we just go with red. So beans was probably red, 7 out of 19, which is 36.8%. This is what you're looking for. Is that bean, marble, stick, candy, whatever, is it getting put back or not? And be careful about which one's getting put back or not, because if they said, again, if they had said if a white bean was what they're getting picked out randomly the second time instead of red, then instead of a 7, or for white, instead of 11 white, you would put 10 white, because there's not only one less bean in the bag, there's also one less white bean, because it did not get back in. Hopefully that's not too confusing, but as the critical part, because some of these problems will be set up like this, and some will be set like the last two sheets.